Hello everybody, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. My name is Samantha Rose and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a video that I was supposed to film a while ago, but just getting to it now. But as you can tell by the title, we are going to be talking about my first tattoo. So I got this tattoo a couple months ago, like at the beginning of March. It was extremely spontaneous. I had been planning on, I wanted to get tattoos, but I didn't have like a day that I was gonna get it set up. And then I was talking to my friend and she's like, hey, what are you gonna do today? And I was like messing around and I was like, I'm gonna get a tattoo. And she's like, really? And I was like, nah, I'm just kidding. She's like, I'll take you. And I was like, well, if I have a ride, I'll go. So I went to breakfast, I picked out the design that I wanted, and we called the tattoo shop and we went there and I got it done. The design, it's hard for me to show because it's on my back, but I have some pictures of it that I will insert. This picture was taken right after I got the tattoo done, so that's why it's red around the area. This one was taken a couple days later, so the redness had definitely gone down and it's looking a lot better. So this is what my tattoo looks like now. It's all healed up and I'm really happy with how it looks. But I do not regret the tattoo at all. It was a really good experience, and I found for myself, like, when I'm nervous about doing something, I just have to set a time to do it and do it. I can't think about it because otherwise I'll talk myself out of it. I've been wanting to get tattoos for a while now, but then I always talk myself out of it for whatever reason. So just spontaneous, it works for me for doing it spontaneously and just saying, okay, I'm gonna do it today, and going and doing it then. Otherwise I will never get stuff done. About my tattoo, it's really important to me, even though it was spontaneous, it was extremely spontaneous, and the design was not something that I had picked out before. It really means a lot to me, my faith is really important to me. That's one thing you guys should know if you don't already. So even though it was spontaneous, it still has a lot of meaning, and I know that a lot of people get tattoos because they think they're cool or whatever, which I have no problem with. I'm not saying that, but for me, I want my tattoos to have a good meaning for them. So even though it's spontaneous, it has a pretty deep meaning for me. Actually, fun fact, nobody in my family knew that I was going to be doing it. I had just found out that day, and within an hour we were going to the tattoo shop to get it done. So nobody knew. They weren't mad, actually. I was surprised. I thought some of my family would be mad, but they weren't, so that's always great. Let's see, it took about 5 to 10 minutes to get it done, and I was super nervous. And so I asked the tattoo guy, when he had put on the stencil before he started to put in ink, if he could just use draw on me with the tattoo gun, if that makes sense. Use the tattoo gun but no ink, so I could know what it felt like, so I could know if I could handle it or not, because I don't want to start the tattoo and be there's no way I'm gonna be able to handle this, no. So he was super nice and he did it, and it was no problem, honestly. It was pain was a 5 out of 10. In some spots it definitely hurt worse than others, but then in some spots I could not feel it at all. It didn't feel obviously you can feel the machine, but it didn't hurt. And I know a lot of people compare the pain of the tattoo to a bee sting, but I've never been stung by a bee, so honestly I can't do that. So honestly, it's not bad. I really don't know how to describe it, and I really got an adrenaline rush during that situation and afterwards. But yeah, honestly, the pain was not bad, and I got it in the back of my neck, like I said. Not the back of my neck, it's top, in between my shoulder blades, I would say, but up higher. So when the guy, fun fact with Samantha, when the guy put on the stencil, the first time it was crooked, and he took it back to his colleague and was is this a good spot, what's going on? And so his colleague helped him get it straight, and then he asked me, double checked with me 3 or 4 times to make sure that's exactly where I wanted it. And so when the first stencil was full stencil, the second stencil, the part of the F and the faith, because it's the cross that says faith in it, the part of the F was not on, so it looked like it said Taith. So I started like being me, I started to freak out, and I was like, what if he only tattoos what's on the stencil on my skin? I'm like, I do not want teeth on my skin. Like, what the heck is teeth? So when the tattoo guy came back, like, we asked him, and I was like, hey, I was just like looking at the stencil, and it doesn't, like, I was just wondering if you were gonna put like the top of the F on there. And he's like, well, yeah, of course, otherwise it would say teeth. Like, what the heck is teeth? And it was just me being stupid. I don't know, thought it was funny, me just being like nervous about the whole situation. But the guy, honestly, the whole, like, he like helped me a lot. He was like really understanding, because like my first tattoo, like, I'm nervous about a lot of things. So it was just a great experience, honestly. And if I ever get another tattoo, which I am planning on, I definitely would love to go to this studio again, because they were really professional, and just all around it was a good, like, it was really clean. I have no problems with it. So for like aftercare, they gave me this aftercare packet, and this was in the packet, like, they give you like a little packet of A&D, and then you put the A&D on like every hour for the first 4 hours, and you wash it every hour for the first 4 hours, and then wash it every 4 hours for the next like 2 to 3 days. And then after that, you can start putting on non-scented lotion. Like, it has to be non-scented. And so I picked up, sorry for that loud noise, I picked up this Lubriderm Daily Moisture, and it's non-scented. Like, that's the main thing. Like, it has to be non-scented lotion, otherwise the scent can like mess with your skin and mess with the tattoo and cause it to not heal properly. After that, it started to peel and everything, and honestly, I've had no problems with it. I still lotion it, like, I try to lotion it every single day, but sometimes, you know, I don't remember because it's on my back, so like, I'm not, like, a lot of times I forget that I even have it. So definitely I try to lotion it at least once a day, if not more. And yeah, I am really happy with how it turned out. I do not regret it at all, and I really, really like the facility that I went to, the studio, and I have no problems, no concerns. My healing process went super well, but definitely, like, keep if you're planning on getting a tattoo, I would make sure to follow the aftercare instructions to ensure that it heals properly, so that way you don't have any problems, and that way it peels and everything. And make sure you are putting non-scented lotion, and when you are washing it for the first couple days, use non-scented soap as well, antibacterial non-scented soap, so that way it's not like any bacteria or any germs in it, and it's all good. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this little talk. Sorry it's a little bit long, and I know I rambled in some spots, but I figured I would let you guys know kind of about how my experience went with my first tattoo, because honestly, when I was younger and I was in high school, I said that I was only going to get a tattoo by this certain person if I ever got a tattoo, and that's the only person I would ever let tattoo me. But there are a lot of really good tattoo artists out there. Definitely do your research beforehand so you know what you're getting into. I didn't really do my research beforehand, like going into this tattoo shop, but I knew somebody that had went to this tattoo shop before, and the experience was good, and they had a really good tattoo from it. So I wasn't really worried, and going into the facility, it was a clean facility, like everything was sterilized, so I had no issues. Like, if I would have thought like this facility wasn't clean or anything like that, I obviously would have been like, no, I'm not getting my tattoo here. But definitely just do your research, know your artist, look at their work to see like if it's like good, obviously, so you know what you're getting done. And yeah, honestly, if you're like worried, like, I was nervous to ask if they would show me like what it felt like without the ink in and the tattoo gun, but I asked and they had no problem doing that for me. So like, if you're worried about, like, if you don't know if you're gonna be able to take the pain, ask your tattoo artist, like, hey, can you like draw on me like a little bit with the tattoo gun without any ink in, so I know that I'm gonna be able to take this, and I'm sure they'll have no problem with it. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, like I said, and if you guys have any questions or anything else about it, you can comment down below, or you can tweet me on my Twitter or DM me on my Instagram, or comment on any of my Instagrams. or any of my Instagram pictures or anything and ask me my questions, they are linked in the description box below. I also have last week's video linked in the description box below, so if you want to check that out, you can go check that out. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next Friday.